Okay, welcome back to part 3 of the Register and Login series. Now we are going to actually log the user in, not just say you successfully logged in and not do anything. To do that, we're going to have to start a session in which the user is logged in. And to create sessions on any page, at the very top of the page, we're going to need to put in session underscore start. Save that. Scroll back down. Okay, so we're going to create a new file really quick. PHP file, of course. Save it as member.php. Save. Alright. Now, you can't just go from one page to another just automatically like that. There's two ways you can do this. You can kill the page and just show this and then have a link to the member page, or you can do my personal favorite and redirect them using header location member.php. Save that. Okay, so let's give this a run. We can log in. Well, let's refresh the page first. Peyton123 log in. As you can see up here, we've successfully been redirected to member.php. So, moving on then. But we also need to create a session showing that the user is logged in. We gotta do it above the redirect link, otherwise it'll redirect and then won't get a chance to execute the rest of the code, so we gotta put it up here. We're gonna put in a session called username is equal to database username. Now we could just put in username, the variable username, but I think it's easier on the system if we put in DB username because it's a direct link to the database. Now we can add a friendly little welcome message. Alright. It'll also help to test to see if this works. We're gonna go over to member.php, open our PHP tags. We can echo hello, comma, space, dot to connect it. The period will connect it. Username. So we can save that out. Okay. Peyton123. Okay. We have an error. Okay, hold up. It's saying unidentified variable, even though we just set it right over here. Don't understand exactly what the issue is. So we're just getting hello, comma, nothing. We did set the session over here. Okay. Like I said, what happened is we need to start the session on the page first before we can call in a session, clearly. I was just being ignorant for a second. Unidentified index. Okay. Another error. These are always fun, right? Username. That's not undefined. It was just set right here. Well, we could, also, before we fix this error, we could also put that there, so it'll say hello, username, exclamation mark. Well, we could try setting this to username, and then, obvious error, we're not using a comparison, so this does not need a double equals, just one. Save that. Now this should execute properly. Let's give it a go. Peyton, 1, 2, 3. Hello, Peyton. Flawless. Alright? That means we're good to move on. Now, you see when we go back to the index page, and then go back to the member page, it's still saying Peyton. Now we're going to have to fix this. So now we're going to need a log out feature, okay? Very simple to create. Let's open a, not open, we're going to create a new file. Save it as, we can just save it as logout.php. Now what we're going to do is we're going to destroy the session. Basically all that's doing is ending the created session. But before we destroy a session, we obviously need to create or start a session. But now we're going to want to redirect them back to the index page. So we're going to do header, location, index.php. But now we need to give the user a option to log out. So let's just break the line there. A ref equals, let's do a, well, might help if I do this inside the quotes. Equals, we'll say logout.php. This will link the user to logout.php. And we can say log out or sign out. Okay. So now we are going to try to log out. See how that works for us. Refresh. Sign out. We've been redirected to here. Let's go back to our member page. See? There's not really an error here. It's just, stating that it doesn't know what username is. It's an undefined index because we've never logged in. So we're going to want to make it impossible for the user to view member.php unless they have started a session, also known as logging in. So to do that, we will do this. We're going to open this up. We already have a session created. Good. We're going to say if a session with the variable username has been started, then we'll echo out our data. Otherwise, what are we going to do? Well, let's space that out one more. Otherwise, we'll redirect them. Location equal a location can be index.php. So basically, if they try to go to member.php, we're just like, we win. You go back to index. So, that's how to stop them from getting in. So let's test this out now. We're gonna refresh. I do not have a session started. To prove it, I'm gonna log in. We're gonna sign out. Okay. Let's go back to member. It redirects us straight back to index. Very useful. And in the next tutorial, I will be teaching you how to create a registration page so the user can actually insert data into our users table without actually having to access our database, because that would be dangerous. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next tutorial.